everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today, I'll be reading a multi-character exeter by Genshin Fluff on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Diluc. You're entangled in his arms, your head buried into his chest, your legs intertwined. He craves your skin so much that his hands will gently stroke your body for a good mile before he's finally able to sleep. He'll draw shapes on your back, tracing your spine with his fingertips, slowly going up and down, then down and up, then up and down, before grabbing your waist to squeeze you against him even closer. He's a furnace. He's scorching hot, so warm that he's melting all of your worries away, so warm that the sole thing that you could focus on was the steady rise and fall of his chest, lulling you to sleep. He loves to squeeze your hands into his, clutching it against his chest as your head is resting on his arm. Your faces merely inches apart, breathing in the same air. Every so often, he'll bring your hand to his lips to place a soft kiss on your knuckles, then one on your forehead. He's just aching in love and adoration for you. He'd kiss you all night if you allowed him to, if you didn't have to sleep. Sometimes he has to deal with his dark night hair shenanigans, and he'll leave your side only to return late in the night. He has mastered the art of never waking you up. He would slowly ease himself into the bed, exhaling in relief only when he had managed to feel the warm skin of your touch. He'd leave a soft kiss on your shoulder, and he'd lay next to you, pressed against your back. He'd remain awake for a while, while he turned his fingers up and down your arm, a smile spreading slowly across his lips as he wraps his hands around your waist. He knows that you're asleep, but even so, he'll whisper a small "I love you" against your ear, before snuggling against you and finally falling asleep. Kaeya. One of his arms is loosely wrapped around your waist, gently resting on your stomach. He'll usually bury his face into your neck, just so you could whisper sweet nothings against your skin. How much he loves you, how warm you are, how good you feel. Placing soft kisses at the back of your jaw in between his words. His warm breath is slightly ticklish, and with each kiss you can feel his skin prickling up, a wave of goosebumps washing over you. He loves it when you run your fingers through his hair. He'll turn to put it into your hands, seizing all movements so that he wouldn't disturb you. And if you were to stop, he'd grab onto your waist a little bit tighter, asking you to keep going just for a few more moments. His tender voice sounds so pleading, so vulnerable, as if you were completely at your mercy, as if he would break if you didn't keep going. At a certain point, he would get up from his position, cradling you in his arms as he's resting your head on his chest. It was his turn to comb your fingers through your hair. He'd place your arm on his bare chest, running your fingers across his soft skin, exploring the indentations of his torso, and feeling his ribcage going up and down, with the soothing sound of his breath. His fingers are gently playing with your hair, massaging your head as he let out a soft murmur of pleasure, hugging Kaeya closer to you. Childe. Childe would always brew a cup of warm chamomile tea for both of you to help you sleep better. He loves to hold you close into his arms, your back sinking into his chest as you feel the warmth of his breath against the nape of your neck. His arm is straight over your waist, and he's holding your hand into his, playing with it between his fingers, tracing small figures across your skin with his thumb. Placing a kiss on your shoulder, he'll ask you if you'd like to be bored to sleep by one of his stories, to which you'd reply that he could never bore you. Squeezing his hand as you cool yourself into his body, he'd smile against your skin, and he'd leave a soft kiss in your neck, promptly sending a wave of goosebumps down your body. One day, he had to sleep without you and he had a better realization. When you're gone, the bed is achingly empty. The sheets are strangely cold. He turned his head towards the empty side of the bed, and he'd sigh. For the first time in his life, he hugged the pillow close to him and he kissed it goodnight, imagining it was you. This is how love changes people, he'd think to himself before falling asleep. He didn't sleep well that night, and the next night you slept together. As you were snuggling with each other's arms, he'd shower you in soft, sleepy kisses. His lips felt like the fluttering wings of butterflies against your skin, thrilling each and every inch of your face as your hands clung to his body. This will become your nightly routine, a routine that never gets old, and that never fails to make your heart flutter in joy as you fell asleep in his arms. Child, he'd press every inch of his body to yours, and he would hold you so close to him until there could be no clear space between your bodies. Your arms and legs mingling together so close to the point where you could almost feel every indentation of his scars against your skin. It feels comfortable. It feels right. It feels warm and pleasant. He'd sheepishly open his eyes, resting his hand on your cheek as he stroked it gently. He'd pull you into a sweet loving kiss, a kiss so tender that you felt your stomach churn and your body shiver. He'd pull away just to see how your lips curl into a kind smile, how your eyes sparkled with love. And missing the taste of your lips, he would kiss you again, just as sweetly as before. Your chests are pressed against each other, and both of you are laying on your sides. Your arms are wrapped around his torso, while his arms slowly roam around your body, stroking you just to feel you once more before finally falling asleep. Childe loved it when you traced the scars on his back with your fingers, and to your delight, his skin would prickle under your touch. His scars have various textures. Some of them are very smooth, others are rougher, and there is something wordlessly relaxing about having Childe in your arms, whispering again and again, as if in a trance, that he's addicted to your touch, and that he loves it when you hold and touch him like you do right in that moment. You would fall asleep tightly curled into his arms, enveloped in their warmth, as your breaths are synced in harmony.